YouTube, what's happening? It is the Friday night live stream with Lamont Tyson, Life Gains Channel. Hope everybody's doing good. You seen what we're going to cover tonight? We are definitely talking Spider-Man, but I'll warn you guys before we get there because some of you haven't seen it yet. Best Spider-Man movie so far. The best. Then we're also going to cover Hawkeye, episode number 5. Fire. Everything me and the fellas have said about Kingpin and that mama, Kate Bishop's mama, came to fruition. You ain't had to go far to get that. You got it right here on this channel. And we're also going to start this review, this Friday night review, with Power, of course. And joining me is a living legend, Larry. He's going to be here in just a second. He's getting his headphones together. And where do we begin with Power? Uh-oh, there he is, living legend.
All right. In the house, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How about you?
Oh, man, I'm hanging in there. I am hanging in. Actually, you know what? I'm feeling pretty good today because I have like an embarrassment of riches. I've got today I got a new iPhone, basically free. Actually, ended up getting a little money out of it, but got a new iPhone. I have that new camera I was telling you about. I have to unbox that so I can start using it. Got a new GoPro that came in.
Oh, you got that? You got that Canon joint?
I got the Canon R5. Yeah.
What you gonna do with what you gonna do with your other camera?
I'm gonna keep my Sony stuff for a while. I'm trying to figure out what system I'm gonna use, and then but I know my Panasonic GH5. I'm gonna sell that. I just don't know. If whoever wants to buy it can buy it, but I'm gonna sell my GH5, and I have like 3 lenses. So
we got somebody that want to buy that iPhone, brother.
Tell me the iPhone. I just got the iPhone
today. And ladies and gentlemen, the one take will be in here in about 30 minutes after we get through Power, man. Because I know he's got a lot to say about Hawkeye and Spider-Man, because him and Larry tonight get to take victory laps, my people. They gave you theories that came true, and I'm so excited for these brothers. And then I got to pick on one of my favorite YouTubers. I got to pick on E-Man. I got him and B. Avery is married together. Well, I can't. No, let me take that back. I can't even put B. Avery in it because B. Avery said Hawkeye is one of his favorites. But E-Man, on the other hand,
oh man.
But anyway, Larry, let's get on through this Power so we can get there. Shout out to everybody that's in here so far. We're running at 50 people in the building. Appreciate you all. Thankful that you guys keep supporting us and coming to view us. Be sure to subscribe to Larry's channel because he does give away tech. And when you want some tech, you have got to be watching this channel to know when he's going to give it away. So you got to be careful. That man got a stash over there. But
I do. I've been giving a lot of stuff away lately too.
Exactly. So living legend Larry, after the events of last week on Power, let me show you the trailer of this week so we can hypothesize where you think they're going to go in this episode, because this is the last episode before they take their big break. Here we go, Larry.
Right. Monet is trying to figure out what to do. Without supply, nobody is getting high.
Don't talk to anyone on the inside. Just shut up and blend in.
Zeke is not our only lead. We need to take Tariq St. Patrick more seriously. His father was rumored to be a major player in the game.
Karma means you cannot escape your sins. Tariq, enlighten us.
Is everything good? And yet the Jihadists come around, you don't know shit.
Tell you, boy.
First of all, Big Larry, how did you feel when basically my prediction almost came true when Mecca revealed that he's Zeke's daddy?
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, man. Until you said something, I didn't see that one coming at all. That one caught me completely off guard. I was like, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad I wasn't guessing because I love that reveal. That was great. That was just a great reveal. And he came through. He came through in the pitch talking about with Monet talking about how am I going to explain to my husband that some other man gave me $1 million for his bail.
And he was like, I don't really give a damn what you say because it's my son, basically, is what he said.
You know, exactly. You don't need to explain anything to him. You know, I bailed out my son. I paid for my son's attorney. I don't need to explain something to some other man. You know,
that's what he
it
said.
is what it is. And the way Mecca rolls, you know, Tahad, what's his name? He might need to be careful. He tries to flex Tahad, you know, Mecca might pull something out of jail, might have him hemmed up. He wouldn't hem him up because I think he loves Monet, but you know, if dude tried to flex on him, I think he probably could have him taken out. So
all he's gonna do is call his ninja chef assassin. That's who he's gonna call.
You know,
that's what he's gonna be like, chef assassin. Go butcher this dude for him, like Butcher Box. That's what he's gonna do.
I don't trust that dude, man. I don't even want to eat anything he's cooking because I don't know what it is. I don't know what kind of protein it is. You
Larry,
know?
It's Hello Fresh, brother. It's Hello Fresh. That chef ain't cooking shit, man. That's Hello Fresh. He getting in a box, pretending like he cooking.
He might be cooking enemies.
What he really does with those knives, Larry, they can't show us on TV because he ain't over there cutting up no protein. That dude is not a chef. But how did you like them dropping in Kamal, brother?
I like that. I like this dude a lot. He's smart and he's checking what's his name. Like he's like you could tell like he's definitely Tate's dude. Like he's like he could try and keep it on the up and up, but we know he's Tate's dude. But he is just giving that white boy a run for his money, just like slow your roll, homie. Like, you know, like you were just going all full board. It's like you found the most successful black dude you could in this bunch and decided this is the dude you want to take down. It's like slow your roll. It's like, did you even bother to look and see if Cat had an alibi? Because dudes, we got video of him buying, friggin' whatever Jamba juices or kombucha drinks out of the little deli store, and you're up there talking about Jabari's getting murdered in the park at the same time. Dudes have to, across town buying health food drinks. No, I don't know, man. All I know is they better take care of they better hurry up and take care of Zeke because Zeke's not built for that life. They want to make sure he wasn't built for that life, and now he's not built for that life. Did you see that little tantrum he threw in the car?
Oh, I loved it.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I loved it. I loved it.
What are you gonna do?
I mean, this dude has so many quotable lines. The one I ain't got over is this one right here. Professor Megan, she don't know nut. She don't know nut. She don't know nut. I still ain't got over that one yet, man. I gotta see if I can get that dude. I gotta see if I can get him on my show, man, because they be trying to trash my man, talking about he can't act. And I swear, right. I'm telling you, like, dude can act, man. Because I did some digging, Larry. He's been in some other stuff before Power. And the role is calling for him to kind of act like he's a Southern boy, kind of, sort of. That's what the role is calling for.
Sort of slow going, not slow and dumb, just sort of slow going.
Right, right. Like kind of like a dumb jock. You remember that old term they used to use back in the day? Yeah, that's kind of what they're doing with him. And a shelter jock at that.
Right. And this is what I have found when I've watched actors, when they have to play somebody who's sort of dumb or slow or something like that, you have to be a really, really good actor in order to pull that off. Because otherwise it comes off as silly and dumb. And this dude, you're watching this dude, you're like, is this dude really that dumb? You have to start questioning if he's that dumb because he's playing the role that damn good.
Yeah, he's playing that. Because, you see it one season, you can assume that he's not acting well. If you've only seen him in one season.
Right.
We've seen one season and this season. Then I went back and pulled some tape on him. Yeah, he can act. I mean, I'm going to try to see if I can get an interview with him on the show just so we can talk to the brother. But Larry, he's about to go to jail. And you saw Meth McClain telling him, don't talk to nobody. Larry, he might as well have been talking to a wall. The minute they put pressure on this brother in jail, he's going to start singing like a mockingbird. Talk to me, Larry. What's going to happen when he go to jail?
This is a crazy thing that I don't understand, right?
Okay.
Is that in this moment, when they were about to take Zeke,
Right.
Monet should have given up. She should have just straight have given up Kane, either giving Kane up or giving up Tariq, one of the two, and said, you did the dirt. I'm about to go. You're gonna have to go do this bid, or I'm gonna have to try and fix it for you. But we're not giving up our golden goose because he's so damaged now. Like this dude probably could have gone as he probably could have gone really high in the first round, and now they'll be lucky if he even gets drafted. He might have to go in the league as like a walk-on or something because no one's gonna want to touch him with all that baggage around him.
Yes, they are, Larry. Let me explain to you how. You saw he took that business card from 344 Too Sleazy, the professional agent. That's how he's going to get around all this mess.
Right.
So that guy is going to save his butt. But there was something
he might need to.
He's going to have to. There was something else interesting in this trailer. I made the prediction, Larry, that Professor Megram has read that last book Jabari put out before he died, that he didn't get to publish, and she knows everything about Tariq. Because in this trailer, she's talking about karma and your sins coming back to bite you. And who did she call on, my brother? She called on Tariq.
Tariq, yeah. Well, she mentioned that. She mentioned it to. Didn't she mention it to the to one of the cops? She said that Jabari was working on a book that had to do with a kid that was a drug dealer or something. Or she had mentioned the book.
She told Detective Waiting to Exhale about that. She did. I mean, Detective Bodyguard, excuse me. Yeah, she told him about it. Kevin
she done slept with everybody in this mix except for Tate, and Tate's putting his bid in right now.
Larry, I got this sad feeling she's gonna get a draws to the brother, and the brother's married. But this is what the women told me. The women told me she might be a hot pocket, but she ain't giving it up to married men. I think she about to break that streak.
Okay.
She hasn't. The only one that she gave it up to that's married is Meth McLean, and she didn't know he was married. And when she found out he was married, some reason her addiction just went away. It's just David Copperfield. The addiction went away because he's married. I'm not buying it. An addiction is an addiction, whether you're married, you're in a tripod, you're in a quadrangle. An addiction is addiction. And Larry, I can see her getting really, really close to Kamal Tate. And here's why.
I like that dude.
He's a good dude. He's out of all these crooks and criminals and folks, he's a standout. He's like the standout brother. He's the daddy. He's the daddy from Lincoln Heights of this show. That's what he is. Yeah. And it's time to dirty him up, Larry. He about to get dirty.
He even got on Tate when Tate was sleeping on his couch. He even came over and popped him in. It was like, you need to get yourself up and go get yourself together, man. He was like, either you get up and go, or you got to start paying rent or something, whatever he said. But he was like, you need to clean yourself up and get back out there. He was like, okay, I'll let you lounge around. I'll let you sleep in your drawers on the couch and play some video games. Let you lick your wound. Now get back out there and get on the grind.
But see, that's what brothers do, right? That's what brothers do. I mean, hell, you gave me that speech when I said I was going to quit making financial videos. You gave me a lick my wounds, get it together, brother. You got to keep doing it for the people. You gave me that's what brothers do for each other. And look at what Tate doing. Tate back.
Yeah, he's working it now.
Yeah, man. But which one going to
get you see Did you see it with his glass? Did you see it with his glass against the wall listening? He didn't really have a glass, but he was up there. He was up there with his ear against the wall, listening to Professor Megram and what's his name? What'd you call him? Captain
Detective Bodyguard.
Wait to exhale. Oh, yeah. Detective Bodyguard, right?
And so, and Larry, let me hit you with two more previews and hypotheses before we move on to Hawkeye. I think he about to get out of jail with that money Diana used to bail him out. And I think Monet came here to serve him either divorce papers or let him know she about to move on with her original baby daddy. What you think is going to happen in this coming episode? Is he getting out and they're going to exchange him with Zeke?
Yeah, he's getting out, and I don't know what's going to happen, but he's getting out, and it's going to be a bit of a showdown between him and Mecca. But Monet is going to have a real issue with him because she didn't like that when she came to him for money for Zeke, and he said, "Nah, family's family. You can go give him the money from out the safe from the bar," and that was about it. He was like, "You can't use the money unless it's family," and it's like, It's like, dang, that's supposedly the kids and him are cousins. I mean, that's family, you know. But for him, he's basically like, nah, if you didn't come out my loins, you know. But I'll tell you what, after he finds out that Zeke is you know, Mecca's kid, he might want to go get a DNA test and make sure the rest of them are too.
Hey,
you know?
Hey, I'm telling y'all.
I'm just saying.
But Courtney Kemp then came out and said, don't even sweat that, Larry. She said all the rest of the kids are Tejadas. That's what she said.
Right. Well, okay. All right.
You know, I mean, and even though Courtney has misdirected, I won't say she's full out lie, but she has misdirected.
Courtney be lying. She's lying.
You know what you said.
Courtney, if you hear me, you know you lie. You lie. You ain't got a lot of kick it, Craig.
She be misdirecting. She'll steer you this way when the car ain't going that way that hard. That's all she be doing.
We're gonna keep watching Courtney. You ain't got a lot of kick it. You ain't got a lie, Craig.
Man, here you go. And then Larry, what is Tariq gonna do with this situation right here? The grandma done went nuts.
Man.
He about to have to fight her for custody. And you know good and well, the judge ain't gonna give the little girl back to the grandma because DWI Larry, little girl in there setting stuff on fire, and she's got a drinking problem. I
don't know, man.
Any attorney will be able to get Tariq to have that little girl. Tariq can show that he's got income, which he's doing with course correct, and that he's got a stable apartment. It's gonna be easy. It's gonna be a slam dunk.
I have to admit, if I was Tariq, the last thing I'd want to have is any association with Course Correct, because it's just a front company for his drug game. If he puts his name on there and says, oh yeah, look at this, I work for this company, and then this company gets exposed, who do you think they're coming to look for? You're the son of a known drug lord who's been murdered, and you think they're not going to come looking at you? I mean,
well, you know, that's why
he should have taken his money, did like Tommy and them did, go buy yourself a laundromat, and then not only do you have a place where you can launder your money through, so you know, but now you can also put yourself on the books. You know,
well, you know what he did? He let Braden become the president.
I can't hear you again.
Stuff
is jacking up.
There you go. I was about to say the Republicans trying to get Larry, ladies and gentlemen. The Republicans coming for Larry. But
what happens when you try and spit knowledge? They're just like, no, we can't have that. Shut them down. Shut them down.
So Larry, you know that he made Braden the president of Course Correct so that he can be arm's length away from Course Correct in the event that something were to happen. Because you know Braden can use white privilege to pretty much get out of anything, and Tariq can't do that. So do you think that's not good enough for him, Larry? You don't think that's good enough?
I wouldn't want any association with it. I wouldn't want to be on the payroll.
Damn.
I wouldn't want my name on the in the incorporation papers. Nothing.
He don't got his name on
nothing.
He don't have his name on none of that. Braden is the president of Course Correct on paper.
Yeah, but he's working for him. That's why he's going to work for him. He's going to have paychecks generated. I wouldn't even want that. I don't want any association. That way, when they try and come and say, did you know about this? Are you a part of this? I'd been like, that was my roommate's thing. I don't know. I'm too busy writing papers for this, you know, this honors program. I don't have time for any of that.
Right. And last,
but can we talk about Braden and his out of control self? Just
go ahead, talk about it.
Braden. I mean, I was watching a little bit of people on when I was watching Jay's channel early in the week, and people were talking about, oh, Braden's a G, and I was like, this dude does not come off like a G. He comes off like a thirst bucket. Like this dude is so thirsty to be accepted. He's so thirsty, he's so desperate to be looked at as a gangster, to be hard. Yeah. Oh, I'm hard, man. Yeah. I'll do whatever. I'm down for whatever. And then he's gonna go out there. I mean, just stupid stuff. First of all, you know good and doggone well the police are all up on your campus nonstop. They damn near set up a substation on your campus looking for the dude that murdered that kid at the pool and then murdered the professor. And now you're gonna come back to campus with bullet holes all up in your new Mercedes?
That's a good
You don't
point.
think that's going to cause any attract any attention?
That's a good point.
I mean,
good point.
what are you going to do to get that fixed? What are you going to just call your dad and say, "Oh yeah, pops, my car got shot up when I was doing a drug deal with my friend. Can I go ahead and get this fixed?" You know,
no, he can lie and tell the daddy it just got shot up. He ain't got to tell him how and why and when. He just say it got shot up, and daddy probably fix it tomorrow. Daddy might even get him a new M class.
I mean, here's the thing. I mean, I guess you can make up some story about you went to a nightclub or something and parked your car. You went somewhere and parked the car and it got shot up. But I wouldn't want to say it got shot up on campus because I mean, could you imagine that rich dude and his son's Mercedes got shot up on campus? He's going to be up there on campus talking to the doggone president saying, why in the hell do you have professors getting murdered, students or, people, visitors getting murdered, and now my son's, car is getting shot up. He could have been in the car. He would have started pulling his donation money. He would have, those people move quick. He would have probably been raised hell and been like, something's gonna happen. That president would have been like, you know what? I'm bringing in the FBI to just start running all kinds of stuff up in here. We're gonna figure out what's going on because we can't have this on our nice Ivy League campus. No, I don't know what he's gonna tell, but it just makes it's a little ridiculous that dude's running around. I mean, think about it. Braden's up there talking about trying to be hard. He's up there running around, robbing jewelry stores, getting ready to murk dudes in the jewelry store. He's up there getting his car shot up as he's a getaway driver for Kane. And then he's digging up dead cops' bodies. I mean, this is an Ivy League kid,
Well, that's his problem, Larry. The problem is he grew up Ivy League.
The audio is just all over the place. Sometimes I can hear you, sometimes I can't.
He grew up Ivy League, Larry, and the reason why he's behaving in the manner he's behaving is because he's been sheltered his whole damn life. He's never really had to struggle. He doesn't understand what struggle is, and he thinks that struggle is something to be made a mockery of. So he's out here on these streets like he ain't gonna die. And that's why he's doing what he's doing. But
thank you, Miss Sharon.
Yeah, until he get into some real deep stuff where he's hostage, tied up, handcuffed, somebody torturing him, we'll see how he lasts after something like that happened to him. You know what I'm saying?
But it's funny. He's so fully aware of his white privilege because when he was walking out there where Kane had buried that body, and he was up there, he was like, I'm a whatever. What's his last name again?
Braden.
Whatever is. Yeah, what's Braden's last name?
I forgot.
I forgot. He was like, I'm a such and such. He was like, if I go missing, people are gonna wonder
Weston.
where I'm at. A Weston. He's like, I'm a Weston. If something happens to me, people are gonna come looking for me. He was scared. He was basically saying like, you can't hurt me because I'm rich and white, and people will come and get you in trouble. That's basically what he was saying. That dude had to turn around. Kane had to turn around and say, I'm not killing you tonight. And I'm like, come on, man. I was like, you can't run around pretending to be a gangster and then you have to flex. You can't hurt me because my daddy will come get you. That's what that was. That was my daddy will come get you flex. I was like, get out of here.
Larry, you know how I ain't gonna say you, but in the hood I came from, when you was young and somebody threatened to beat you up, you would say, I'm gonna go get my older cousin from the hood to come help me out and handle my business.
I used to say it too when I was young. People come, they try and say, oh, we're going to beat you up. You can't beat me up. And people say, I'm going to get my daddy to beat up your dad. I'd be like, my daddy's a cop. He can kill your daddy and get away with it.
Damn. Are you sure? You sure that the problem is white privilege? Damn, that sounds like black privilege to me. Damn. Boy,
that's police privilege.
Yeah, that's that blue privilege you had.
Blue privilege,
there.
right?
All right, Larry. Well, we're gonna transition, my people. That's
one last thing. One last thing we have to mention. Can we give a shout out to Effie and how fly she was when she was out with Diana? I was like, I almost didn't recognize her. She was so fly. I was like,
man.
Damn.
I was like, whoa.
She was on her straight grown womanness right there.
I was like, I had to look like a couple of times to realize it was her.
Yeah. Like Diana still looked like Diana. Like she was pretty, she's beautiful and all that. But Effie went from like the cute around the way girl to like just straight up flyness, man. I was like, wow.
Rip the runway. That's what it was looking like. Rip the damn runway. And Larry, do you think they're gonna do anything with them, like some kind of a spin-off, some kind of another story? Or are they even gonna let them team up in this season? Because it could be that, remember I told you there's gonna be the two different teams. There's gonna be Team Mecca, Team Tejada, Lorenzo Tejada.
Right.
Do you think Effie's gonna team up with Lorenzo Tejada and Diana?
Ooh, that could be. That could be. You know what would be really interesting though, because you know when you hear Effie, she kept telling Diana, if you're really on that school tip, just go. Who's just why are you letting someone stop you? Just go. And I'm thinking like she's putting that bug in her ear, and I'm thinking like she gets she gets Diana up at school, and they end up going to the same school. Like I don't know if she can just get her in there. Diana seems like she was just a regular around the way girl, so I don't know what her grades look like. Where Effie and Tariq both go to Ivy League schools, but if she can get her in school, man, Effie's gonna turn her all the way out.
Boy,
she's gonna turn around the drug game. She's gonna turn around sexually. She might have that girl on the track.
I like them two together, man. I have real questions, and I've got to get one of them two on this show so that I can get some questions answered. I got to get one. I'm trying hard to get one of the two, if not both of them, in a live interview. So you guys, stick with me. Your boy's over here trying. We're gonna make big things happen in 2022. Larry, it's time to get some one take big dog on the show. Time to get some B Avery on the show. It is Hawkeye time, ladies and gentlemen. And after this, we're going to go to Spider-Man. So if you don't want to hear spoilers from Spider-Man, as soon as we're done with Hawkeye, we're going to transition. So
let me grab my phone. Let me see if I can find a bootleg of Spider-Man since I'm not going to the movies.
Yeah, good luck. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's the truth teller. It's the prediction man. It's the hypothesis man. It's the one take big dog in the building. He prophesized what was going to happen in episode 5, some point in time this season on Hawkeye, and the shit went down just like him and Larry said. It went down. It went down. So I got a picture of it. One take, I took a picture. It went down just like he said. Just like that.
Man.
Just like that.
You might have to play that Allen Iverson clip you have for him, because he's coming through like he's the answer.
Yeah, let me give him the answer. Here we go. This is for you, one take.
We just talk about practice. We sitting here, I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice. I mean, listen, we talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly is that, man? We're talking about practice. Practice? We're talking about practice, man.
Oh, I love that. Then one take is over there like, we're talking about theories?
Yeah.
I got the answers.
I got the script.
Oh man, look when they came and arrested her boy Toy, I was like, yep. That's when I knew it. I literally was about to pick up my phone and hit y'all in the chat, but I was like, let me just hold my horses. let me just hold my horses and just go through it. So one take, big dog. Take your victory lap, man. Tell us how you felt.
Listen. I haven't felt this good about anything in a while. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, fellas.
Run with it, man. Run with it.
I was up 3, 4 in the morning, and unlike you, Lamont, as soon as it happened, I had to send that Vince McMahon. I had to send that. Let me sit back, put my shades on, because I cannot wait to see these fellas, man. I said everything that I said came to fruition. I said, yeah.
Oh man,
everything. And look, I gotta let Larry take a victory lap too, one take, because he foretold that this dude right here was crooked.
Oh yeah.
Larry foretold to us. He was like, "What if he double crossing Echo?" And I distinctly remember saying, "You think they would go that route?" Larry said, "Hell yeah." He didn't say hell yeah. That's my ad lib. But Larry said, "Yeah." Larry said, "Yeah." So Larry, take your victory lap on this dude right here, Larry. You somehow or another foretold it. Take your victory lap, brother.
I'll be honest with you, man. I feel almost bad for Echo with this dude because I'm like, they almost have like this romantic vibe to them, like they're into each other. But I'm like, this dude's about to stab you in the back, right? You know he's about to stab you all up in the back. So, but that's gonna, and when he does, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna. He's not getting away with it, but it's gonna hurt.
I know it.
So, but man, I'll be honest with you one take, man. I really thought her mom was gonna work for Nick Fury. I'm still not giving that theory up. I still think she works for Nick Fury. I think she's a triple, quadruple agent or something.
No, Larry, no.
I still think she works for Nick Fury.
Larry, you said that the same time One Take said that she really working with Kingpin, and I was all in on it. When One Take broke it down, I was all in with him, and then here you come with Nick Fury, and I was like, hell no.
I'll tell you this. I don't want to be wrong, but I like that theory so much. When I saw them together, I was like, I don't want to be wrong, but I love what I'm seeing.
And he got the white suit. Yes,
yes. Not only the white suit, but we get the same Kingpin from the Netflix Daredevil series. And this dude can act his ass off. He's in Godfather of Harlem, playing Vincent. What's his last name, Larry? He's Vincent.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
I can't remember. Yeah.
But let me tell you something. This dude,
he's also Private Pile.
Yes, he's got range, bro. This dude has range, man. And Lord have mercy. One take, you gotta take the wheel on this one. Now that we know,
man.
Now that we know for sure, take the wheel.
Get in the car.
Okay. You get the Tesla. You get the Tesla today.
Appreciate you. I love how they ride. Okay?
You get my Tesla today, man. What else does the mom have in store? And is the boyfriend, is he collateral damage? One take. That's what I want to know.
100%.
You think so?
You think has to be
that easy?
Just like that?
Yeah. Because you got to think about it. I think he kind of understands the hierarchy of power as well. It's like, we can't have her go down because that'll mess up her whole business. Her business messed up. That probably mess up the money. I'm assuming she's laundering for Kingpin. So if anybody gonna get took down, it's the guy who has nothing.
And see, one take when we talked about her working for Chin, do you remember why I said I can agree with you that that's who she'd be working for?
I can't remember. What was it?
Because you remember I was
said Chin. You're talking about what's his name? You're talking about
yeah. From Godfather of Harlem. I said I agree with you because of Alexander Smythe, his right hand man that does tech that gets in an injury and is always riding around in the hoverboard. I mean, in the hover from Spiderman. So he is directly tied to the company that the mama is working for. So that's why I said I can run with your theory. And now that makes me think that at some point in time, we're going to get Smythe involved in this thing too. And if you remember, he did them experiments and he turned into that monster that was sucking all the energy. And they had to get Iron Man, Spider-Man, Daredevil, everybody coming there to take him down. And they had to take down Kingpin too.
Yeah. See. We finna. It's getting good, fellas.
Hawkeye was worried though. He was a little shook when Kingpin got it because he called his wife. Was like, "Yeah, it was what I was worried about. It's the big guy." He was worried.
He's like, man, and it's crazy because like this dude is literally went up against aliens, androids,
right?
Everyone.
Kingpin is still that much fear in him.
But when he was running, he was taking all kinds of people out. He didn't take out
Right.
Kingpin. He didn't take out Kingpin.
Right.
That's saying
Right.
a lot right there.
That's a
Larry.
good point, Larry. You can't get close to Kingpin. Kingpin barely ever puts his feet on the ground. Like, to even see this, you know that's in the penthouse. When she went in that building, that's the penthouse.
Yeah,
that's penthouse. Like, Kingpin don't never step foot outside of his spot. Every now and then he does, but legitimately. So then we got these questions. Go ahead, Larry.
With that photo though, can we just bow down to the mind games that Yelena is playing right there? Woo!
She is.
Her mental game is on point.
Ridiculously good. Ridiculous, man.
One take, y'all got to give it. Now, I did have to text y'all. So when Yelena caught that catch up, I did have to send y'all a message. I think I didn't I send y'all something saying, "Damn, man, I done got me another TV sweetie," or some foolishness. I said, man, I was completely turned on. She caught that bit, then she started talking in that Russian, and she making mac and cheese that did not look good at all. I didn't give a damn. It didn't look good.
Are you done with it? Are you done? So I can put my hot sauce in it now?
Right, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing?
But yo, you got to admit she's still in the show. That chicken.
Yeah.
She's
completely.
She's still in the show, man.
They can go and end this and have the Yelena show right now. Like, they can just bring us that show right now. I'm all in.
But listen,
this is a great show, but I want to see Yelena.
Her and Kate Bishop just sitting beside each other. It just, man.
Yeah.
Like, and that conversation she was having with Kate Bishop over the macaroni. I heard some people say they didn't like it, and I'm like, how do you not like that?
Yeah.
I mean, literally, she set the narrative for exactly what was going on with Hawkeye. She set the narrative for how she felt about Hawkeye, even though everybody's viewing him as a superhero. He still got these demons, and whether he saved the world or not.
This is what I think people have, because I even when I was watching, I was like she's joking a lot, and I kind of feel like it went on for a while. Okay. And I was waiting on that. I'm like, okay, something's gonna happen. And that's when Kate Bishop said, "Why do you want him? He's a hero." She's like, I know. She said, Kate Bishop said he saved the world. They know Natasha Romanoff saved the world. That's when, that's why I was waiting for that whole time. I think some people kind of feel like the jokiness went on too long. But once that switch flip, it was a wrap. Yeah.
It flipped. Yeah. It flipped. I mean, man, did you see her? Man, damn. She played the head. Her eyes went a different way. She was relaxed up until that point. Then she got stiff. I mean, it wasn't no more jokes after that.
She turned it on.
It was great.
Yeah, man. It won't no more shaking hot sauce in the macaroni either after that.
And then something we all talked about last week when when Kate had the arrow pointed at her, she's like, "I could have killed you." She's like, "Kate Bishop, you're so funny."
She said, "You cracked me up."
Like, I'm not worried about you. What are you?
And even when Kate Bishop said, "Why do you keep saying my full name? Are you trying to let me know that you know about me?" She said, "Yes, I know all about you." It was like, "I'm not gonna try and play any games with you." Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah, bro, she is man. Florence Pugh is amazing.
But why did she go? Why did she leave like a straight G? She just walked over the window, threw that thing down again, and just did the fall back.
She just flexing.
I was like, you could have walked out the front door, but you had to flex like that.
Look, she's doing the exact same thing that she used to pick on her sister about. Because she was like, every time her sister kicked somebody's butt, she had to do her little pose.
Yeah.
Right, her hero landing.
Every time she leaves a building, she got to fall back like this and shit. Like,
flash it. Flash it, bro.
Yelena, come on now. You can just walk out the door, Yelena. You ain't got to go flashing out like that. But one thing, you got to admit, this was the best episode so far.
Man, it's crazy because now the height that the season finale has to reach, I'm sorry, it's just out of this world.
Yeah.
Like, they really gonna have to bring it, man.
Because like, you can't just wrap it up. You need to set it up. You need to wrap up this, set up a whole bunch of other stuff, and give us some fantasticness all at the same time.
Because the structure of these episodes is just been hidden every single time.
The setup is already there, Larry. You know they can't take out Kingpin in one episode. And
No,
what
they
gonna do? What they gonna do with the mama in one episode? The only
Ooh.
person
I feel
who
like they
likely
have
to
to introduce somebody else besides Kingpin. We've already had
Daredevil.
Oh
Kingpin.
no.
Yeah,
no.
Daredevil.
I-
There
I
you go. That'd be
no,
dope.
I don't. Let me tell you the reason I don't think they have to introduce anybody besides Kingpin, because if we get Kingpin actually fighting, I think
Right.
that's gonna hold everybody over.
Mm. I still want to see Kingpin starting to whoop Hawkeye's butt, and then we see out of the fog behind like one of those big, those big steam things that come out of the cities. I want to see like him. I want to see Jessica Jones, Luke,
this guy,
Daredevil, Iron Fist,
this
the
guy.
Punisher. I
Here
want to
we
see
go.
all of them walk
Here
through
we
that
go.
scheme.
Larry
Larry.
always go to 10. He always go
Like-
to like best case scenario. He never
He
be like,
goes from-
okay, this could possibly happen. He gotta go, nope, I won't give you the best possible thing that could happen.
One take he go from 0 to 100 just like that.
Yes.
like that. Look, in all honesty, though, I think you've got enough parts. You don't have to introduce nobody else because everybody has been living a lie. Echo's been in a lie.
Mhm.
Sort of kind of Hawkeye's been in a lie. Kate Bishop has been in a lie. Yelena was lied to. You could have all those forces come together against the two entities who apparently are behind all these lies, which is Kate Bishop's mama and the man we just seen with Kate Bishop's mama. You could have Echo because apparently he's responsible for Echo's dad, real dad, dying in this series.
Yeah.
Based on what old boy had to say. So you can literally have Yelena, Echo, Hawkeye, and Kate Bishop having to come together against these two. And there ain't no telling whoever else Kingpin might have working with him, which is what makes him crazy.
Yeah, I think it's probably those four you said for the Yelena, Kate
Echo.
Bishop, Hawkeye, and Echo. But then also the opposite side, you have Eleanor Bishop, you have Kingpin, you have Kaiser, and you possibly have Jack. Because don't forget, Jack is cold with a sword.
He is.
Right.
He is.
So
I don't think we're done with him yet.
No, we definitely not done with him. We
hey, lawyer's too good. He gonna be right out. He said he gonna make it to the party. He's
He probably didn't even go to jail. He probably didn't even go to jail. He ain't even make it to jail. He talking about he gonna be but man,
he'll be right out.
Did y'all catch the Easter egg on? I don't know if y'all watched the ending credits of Hawkeye, but did y'all catch how they had Kate Bishop on one side, Hawkeye on one side, but the overarching shadow in the background was Kingpin.
Oh, I did not see that.
I missed that. Look at that.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
So right there is Kate Bishop.
Wow.
Over here is Hawkeye, and that's Kingpin in the background.
That's nice.
That is. Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah, man.
I'll tell you what though, in this episode was the best like return from the blip that I've seen yet. When Yelena was in the bathroom, that was the best one I've seen so far. Because it was like she was in there, and all of a sudden it was just like poof, and we're like, oh snap, she got blipped. And then all of a sudden it was like when she came back, I was like, that was dope. That was the way to do a blip scene right there. The bathroom and all that, the decor. That was the way to do the blip scene. That was awesome.
Yeah, and not to mention that they went after another widow who they thought they were saving her, and she was like, "No, I don't need this liquid. I've been like this the whole time. I'm doing my job.
Working.
Yeah,
I'm working.
Money. I'm getting money. Do you see that? You see that?
And then when Yelena comes back, she's got a family and a husband.
Right.
Bro.
Right. And then she tries to put her to work right away. She's like, yo, so let's get you to work. She was like, I've been gone for 5 minutes and you said it's 5 years. You need to give me a moment. You know? She was a moment. Let's put you to work.
Yeah, man.
She was like, I adopted my little black baby. I don't have time to be killing these folks anymore. I need some employees.
She did have a black baby too.
She did.
You know? He was like, I need to hire.
Wow. So I'm gonna go with you first, Larry. Give me your final predictions for the next episode. What we gonna do? It's been fire. And then after that, I got another question I want to ask you guys before we go to Spider-Man.
I do think, like you've said, think we're gonna get Daredevil in the final episode. And
Larry, I gotta say this, brother. I gotta say this. after what I seen in Spider-Man, I don't think we're getting Daredevil in this. We
I
might
don't think so.
we might, but I don't think so no more.
But I'm okay if we don't get Daredevil, as long as we get Luke and Jessica.
This dude here.
I'll tell you what I want to see. This would be the ultimate.
Oh my
this would be
God.
the absolute ultimate right here. Even if
Nick
they
Fury
didn't give us,
and the Defenders. Come on.
yeah, if they didn't give us Daredevil, if they don't give us Iron Fist, because they should find a new Danny Rand. But if they don't,
yeah,
I would love to see a trio walking through the steam, Luke on one side, Jessica on the other, and right in the middle, coming through is Howard the Duck. Right there.
Oh man.
There it is. Right there. Talking about, because he's a detective. He's up there doing some work. He's trying to figure out who's Ronin and what Kingpin's up to. He's getting his work in.
Larry, who's he gonna fight?
I don't know.
Who is Howard the Duck gonna fight?
He can take out homeboy that's screwing over Echo. I'm sure he can take that dude.
Larry, the only person you can let him fight that'll still whip his ass is Rocket Raccoon. That's the only one.
Oh, that dude's scrappy though, man.
He can fight the dog. He can fight the dog.
Okay.
He'll be on the dog's side. He'll be on the dog's side.
The dog is handicapped. The dog missing the eyeball.
He is missing an eye too.
But they is probably cool because remember what Lamont said that's probably the same dog that was up there in
could be
the collective.
Could be.
They probably had a little conversation,
Yeah,
right. And then when they call down, they'll come through the steam, and then we'll hear in their ear, because they'll all have earpieces, and we'll hear Nick Fury giving them orders, telling them what to do. There you go, right there.
Okay.
Right there.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you got Larry's prediction for the next episode. Now we got to go to one take. But one take, before I let you get it in, let me just say this. They gave you the setup for the Young Avengers when they had Kate Bishop talking to Yelena, and I love that contrast with those two. They gave you a perfect setup. Do you think on any level they might throw Echo involved with them too? Because I could easily see Hawkeye training the Young Avengers. Easily see that.
My only thing with that is that Echo got her own show coming out.
Yeah.
So I would think I would say they will wait till after that.
Right.
I would probably after that. Yeah, we'll see something like that.
Right. All right. One take. Floor is yours, man. What's gonna happen next episode?
See,
man. Look, you got standards now. You got standards now, dog. You got standards.
Oh man. Okay. Let me reach up in here and see what I got under this nappy hair. I think Yelena's still going after Clint for sure. They're gonna have a little battle, but Echo is finding out more and more stuff. So what's gonna happen is Echo is going to probably get the Tracksuit Mafia and to try to take out Clint Steele. But what she doesn't know is that underneath all that, Kazi is going to try to get them during the midst of the battle to take out Echo. Therefore, he moves up and he probably gonna talk to the other members and be like, "Hey, she tripping. She got us doing stuff we don't need to be doing." Boom. And now I told y'all, somebody has to die by the hands of Kingpin. And once they find out that Echo was betrayed by the Tracksuit Mafia by Kazi, that's when we're gonna finally see Kingpin, and we're gonna see Kingpin kill Kazi in front of Echo, Yelena, Hawkeye, and all that, and then that's when we're like, okay, we have to take this guy down. He gonna whoop their ass, okay? he gonna whoop their ass, but still don't know what's gonna happen with the moms, because I think obviously we have to have some kind of conversation between her and Kate Bishop.
Yep.
That one that's still kind of up in the air. And I know Jack gonna have to play a part some kind of way. I think Kingpin just kind of I think Kingpin gets Kaiser out the way, but ultimately Jack is the person who really does the fight.
I think I got something for you. So
oh boy.
I think I got something for you. So
okay,
Kingpin is gonna kill the moms. He's because the mom is gonna actually be working for Nick Fury.
Oh, see,
and the mom, Kingpin's gonna find out that he's working for Nick. She's working for Nick Fury, and he's gonna kill the moms. He's gonna snap her neck or something. She's gonna die, and then she's gonna turn into it. She's gonna fall out. We're gonna find out she's actually a Skrull.
See, you know,
there it is.
You gotta take the first part of what Larry says and work with that, because him saying Kingpin gonna kill them all, I can work with that. But what he went to after that.
But see, it's always the first part. Like here's another one of his famous quotes. One take: "The rightful ruler of Wakanda." We can work with that until the next time they come out.
Killmonger, of course. Of course, Killmonger.
Lord.
You know,
ladies and gentlemen,
one day we're going to sit down and go through this whole theory. When they come out with the Wakanda series, we're going to sit down, we're going to talk about the politics of Wakanda, and we're going to go through all the ways that T'Challa and T'Chaka were both sellouts. They were both sellouts, and Killmonger in T'Chaka is the rightful ruler of Wakanda.
Okay.
We're going to go through it all.
All we have to do,
we're going to break it down.
Me and you ain't going to have to say nothing. Because when we decide to have that, when it's time to have that debate, all we're going to do is call E-Man up here and let E-Man handle that light work. E-Man already done put the kibosh.
E-Man can't talk. Popcorn. We can't. Right. E-Man can't talk about it anymore. E-Man is part of the mainstream media now.
Oh, okay.
Where you at, E-Man? We know you part of the mainstream media.
That's right. Oh, wow. He's got to speak politically now. That's
you
right.
know?
Well, he's already speaking against the mainstream media because a lot of the mainstream media do not want T'Challa recast. So obviously. He's the opposite of what the mainstream media want. And I went on my video the other day, and I just put it on out there. It's a lot of political BS for why they don't want to recast T'Challa for all the good things he did for motivating kids, inspiring young kids, even getting kids to start liking tech a lot better. Those are some of the main reasons why some of these people claiming all of a sudden, oh, we shouldn't bring T'Challa back because we disrespect. No, you don't. You respect someone by creating a fucking legacy. Like, stop it. When you go to a college now and you see some rich white dude whose legacy lives in a building because they put his name on the building because he dropped money on it. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop.
Maybe they should. Maybe what they should do is they should bring back T'Challa from the multiverse, have him as her played by Laverne Cox, and the new T'Challa can be trans. That'll make all of those people in the media that don't want him brought back happy.
And in Spider-Man news, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, yeah, thank you,
Lamont. In Spider-Man news, ladies and gentlemen, I'm
just throwing out alternatives for you guys, man. I'm trying to throw out some alternatives for you.
That's not even the multiverse, man. In Spider-Man news, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen it, now is the time for you to turn away. And one take, Larry hasn't seen it, so we kind of have to use arbitrage in our verbiage.
No, you can full spoil it, man. I told you, I'm not seeing anything that's in the theaters. Okay. Everything that goes to the theaters, I'm rooting against it.
Oh, yeah. $50 million Thursday night, Larry.
You know, I know it's a great movie. I know it's doing well. I just wish that they would have offered it on day and date so that you could have paid your $20, $30 and watched it at home. Because, I mean, I know nobody wants to hear it, but we're still in the middle of a surge. We're in the middle of a Delta surge, and we're about to kick on a full-blown Omicron surge, and we don't need to be in theaters.
No, I mean, I'm with you, but I'm okay with it as long as you're at a theater where they're enforcing the mask. And like I said, theaters,
people are pulling their masks down to eat.
Hey, I mean, at least when you're done eating, you got to push that mask back up at the very least. Because if I run with your theory, Larry, which I do tend to run with, restaurants shouldn't be open. Period.
They shouldn't. They should be open for takeout.
Right, but at the end of the day, until enough people start kicking the damn bucket and getting sick enough they feel like kicking the bucket, this is just how it's going to be.
Let me ask you, if they had offered it, Lamont, or in one take, would if you guys have watched it at home, if they had offered it at home, would you have watched it at home, or would you have still gone to the theaters?
Not gonna lie, I definitely still went to the theater.
No, right? I would have watched it at the house. Like I said, my TV and my surround sound and the way I can darken my room is like being at the movie theater. I would have watched it at home.
Well, there you go. 2 out of 3, because I would have watched it at home. They would have got my money, because right now they're never going to get my money for this movie.
It just depends. Like I said, for them, they would have to charge more than $20, but they can't charge 50. They can't charge that much. So somewhere like
charge 30.
They would charge.
I would have paid 30 to watch whatchamacallit, Shang-Chi or this new Spider-Man. I'm not paying $30 to watch Mulan. And I'm not paying $30 to watch Cruella, but I'll pay $30 to watch a Marvel movie, you know.
Okay. Well, let's still not spoil it, because there are some in here who's saying they haven't seen it. So let's eat around the cookie.
Okay. Oh,
and now there are two,
what they get when they come here.
2 parts I'm going to spoil though, because there's some parts we can't get around spoiling.
Man, really? Okay.
There are some parts we can't get around. So overall, just talk about how you felt about the film and why you enjoyed it. Because you got on the Spider-Man shirt, so I know you enjoyed it. And you see what I'm wearing, so you know I enjoyed it too.
Yes, sir. Man,
he is right there. Let me go right there. There's Spider-Man.
See, the thing about this one, and like about all the Spider-Man films, one thing about this one is that the emotional weight, you really, really felt it in it. Okay, and as somebody who really likes for stuff to be grounded, I like how like the central thing was like based in something small, but like you have all this other big stuff you have to deal with. And Tom Holland's great. I think everybody that appeared. Now this is from the trailer, so this is technically not a spoiler. All the villains that they brought back, they utilized them perfectly. Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin is top. I really want to give him top 3 comic book villain, like superhero movie villains of all time.
Top 3.
Top 3.
Wow.
Now
definitely
look,
want to go top 3.
I agree with you. He was great. I mean, him and that bipolar issue he had, flipping back and forth, his ass was great. And he did.
William Dafoe's a great actor.
Yeah. He did all his stunts. He did all his stunts.
Did he really?
At what, 68?
Isn't dude like 60-something?
He's 68, man.
Yeah.
He's 68.
Wow.
But he looked good, man. He looked good. And to One Take's point, when he was behaving like he had changed to be someone who was caring and concerned, I bought the hell out of that shit. If that was Kool-Aid, I drunk it. He got me. I drunk the hell out of that Kool-Aid one time. I was sitting in there, not eating my snacks. Like, this dude, he's going back to the good scientist that we know him to be.
Hey, but when he flip it on, man, the laugh, everything about it. I got to talk about this one part. And
go ahead.
We know they fight. There is a moment where Green Goblin is being punched in the face repeatedly by Spider-Man, and he's like, Willem Dafoe is just looking, no mask, people. He's just looking at him laughing. It is one of the most sinister things you will ever see. I thought it was incredible.
Like, let me tell you like this. If y'all think Joker and Batman is crazy and demented, you ain't seen nothing yet.
That's exactly what that reminded me of. That scene in the police station where Batman was beating up Joker and Joker just kept laughing.
Exactly.
I knew I loved it for a reason.
Exactly. You know, I had to give you a WB analogy.
Yeah,
WB.
you know, we love Warner Brothers. You know,
yeah.
That DC product.
And not only that, but as One Take explained, when he snapped and he done something that created Tom Holland's Spider-Man to have to dig deep and almost turn him evil, Larry.
Yeah,
almost turn him evil.
I love when a villain's able to break a hero, and like, that's what he did. He was able to break Spider-Man.
He broke him, and if it had not been for the other Spider-Mans into the Spider-Verse, because this was basically Marvel teasing the Spider-Verse. I'm gonna just keep that real with y'all. This wasn't the Spider-Verse because we ain't get Miles Morales, but this was a tease at what it could be.
Man.
Had it not been for the other two Spider-Men being on screen at that moment when our Peter Parker snapped, he would have killed Green Goblin.
Ain't no might to it. Ain't no might to it. He had it on his mind. His eyes red. He crying. Snot coming out his nose. He was ready. He ready to lay him down. And I didn't know we was gonna go all the way there with them two other Spider-Man. But I don't know what theater you was in. But like the theater erupted. Okay. The theater erupted.
Wow.
One take. I had nerds in there crying.
Same.
One take. It got so emotional in that MF, but it was people in there crying, boo-hooing for grown ass men who was my age. So we grew up watching Tobey Maguire. He was the first one, and then Andrew Garfield. It was men in their little geek outfits, just like me, in there crying.
Man, I'm not mad at it.
Oh man,
because it was just so satisfying what they did. Everything you thought that these guys could talk about, they talk about. All the moments that they had, that they experienced, and their words, and like how it relates to each other.
Yes, like Larry, there was one point in time where the three Spider-Men are exchanging the different villains they had to fight. And Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man's like, well, I fought an alien from space. And Tom Holland's Spider-Man's like, well, I fought on Earth and I fought in space. Yeah. And then I don't know if they put it in here on purpose, but a lot of people feel like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man was the lamest of all of them. And he placated that he was lame. He was like, oh, I'm just lame Spider-Man. I didn't do any of that stuff, It was great. It was great.
Then the moment Tobey Maguire like, no, you're amazing.
Right.
I'm just like, I'm like, they killing it. They killing it. Then they're talking about the losses they've suffered.
Yes.
That one right there got me. I'm just like, oh wow.
Not to mention, we've been waiting for the MCU to use that famous line that Uncle Ben said in the cartoon. With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
Aunt May used it at a turning point moment. That's all I'm gonna say.
At a pivotal moment.
At a turning point moment. Aunt May
hot aunt.
Yes, Marissa Tomei used to be on A Different World, by the way, season 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm thinking about. Let's talk about the interaction. I would say between Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. Bro, they went all out, man. They went all out.
You got to admit that interaction with them, for those that haven't seen it but have watched Hawkeye, is kind of what you see with Hawkeye and Kate Bishop. Basically, that's what you're seeing with Strange and Tom Holland's Spider-Man. You got the young kind of, I can't say he's inexperienced, but he's young, acting young, doing young people things, but he also has that innocence that youth has in that he wants to do things out of the goodness of his heart, where an old grizzled veteran is going to be like, hell no, kid, the world don't work like that. We ain't here to save the world. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. This kid is like, we can save her.
Yeah.
No. One take, am I lying?
No, not at all. Not at all.
And that art pits Doctor Strange against Spider-Man, and they fight.
What?
Magic.
Listen, Larry.
Don't even tell him the good. Don't give it all to him.
I'm not giving it to him, but listen, it does not disappoint at all.
It does not disappoint at all. It does not.
I don't think I'll be able to see it for like another 30 or what, 45 days, 90 days?
K95 on, call the movie theater and see if they got a mask policy like I did. Man.
Nah, I'll find me a bootleg.
Man. But look, now I as much as I wanted to spoil a part of that thing, I'm not, but it's like this. The way that they ended the movie is the same way the movie started. But you have to use your imagination, because it's like Doctor Strange. You could have used that spell that you was gonna use in the beginning, at the end, as long as you put something over Spider-Man's mouth so he don't ruin it again. Don't you think he could have done that one take?
I do. It's just I think at that time, he probably didn't have time to like, get it out the way he wanted to, because it was you got to think of like the certain people. It'd be like, okay, I need this person, I need the Avengers, I need my girl. But I appreciate the route they went, because I'm like, now we can get, and this is not giving anything away, we can get a Spider-Man movie that I think I've been wanting. Something where like Spider-Man, that struggling kid, who's just trying to make ends meet while also being your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Right.
Well,
especially with that little teaser we got.
Basically, ladies and gentlemen, this is kind of a spoiler, but it's not. But I'll say this. The way the movie ended, they pretty much ended Tom Holland's MCU storybook run. They ended it.
Ooh.
And they concluded everything from the other two Spider-Man movies all in one shot. So basically, it's basically like they're rebooting Tom Holland's Spider-Man in the MCU. That's basically what they did. Yeah. And I can't tell y'all how they did it, but just look at it like this. Tom Holland has basically been rebooted in the MCU at this point.
Yes, which was genius, and I never thought they would have done something like that, but it worked perfectly. But let me ask you something, Lamont.
Yeah.
Do you think this movie made you look? Now, I like the other Spider-Man, and I like those other movies, but do you think this movie made those movies better?
Yeah. Just because of the nostalgia it brings, it makes you have a greater appreciation for what those Spider-Man went through. Because at this point in time, the hot Spider-Man, it's like when you think about if you have the Jackson 5, okay, and Michael Jackson split away from the Jackson 5, but they made music before Michael Jackson became a solo artist. He's doing big things in a solo artist, and now all of a sudden he announces, I'm going to be doing a tour with the Jackson 5. So now all of a sudden when you see them on stage and they're all performing together, it makes you have a greater appreciation of what they've been through to get to this point. And that's what this made me feel. That's exactly
I'm going to be honest with you, Lamont. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know where you were going at first.
Yeah.
But you got it there. Yeah, I ain't mad at you. You got it there.
Hey, look, man. Look. Somebody done told me I'm a decent YouTuber. I'm a decent YouTuber.
Just 125 something people. That's all it is.
Yeah.
What is that? 130 now, something like that.
131, man.
131. There you go.
And those post-credit scenes, there's 2 of them. Make sure y'all stay for them. Make sure y'all stay for them, because Sony obviously done made a deal and is going to be going forward with Marvel because of one of those post credits. I ain't gonna say which one.
I actually just saw something that said Spider-Man 4 from Marvel Studios is in the development right now.
Already?
Listen, as soon as they saw the numbers, like, oh yeah, let's get to work.
Well, here's the thing, one take. For years, Spider-Man and Hulk have always been, for kids, the 2 biggest selling properties that Marvel has. Now that Marvel has worked this deal with Sony and they're actually putting good writing behind these characters, he's growing. The thing I'm waiting on is, when are you going to get rid of Universal or form a deal with Universal to do the same thing with Hulk? Because everybody's waiting for World War Hulk. Everybody. Yeah. And when you start tying that story arc, you're going to bring out the kids. I'm a kid who read Hulk as a kid. I read Hulk and Spider-Man. You're going to have us going. You're going to have little kids. My daughter is already watching the Disney Spider-Man that has Black Panther, Spider-Man, Hulk, and Ms. Marvel. She's already, and her 2 favorite characters is Spider-Man and Hulk already. She's 18 months old. So can you imagine?
I was watching Hulk with my grandma back when it was Luke Ferrigno.
Me too.
I remember that. That was great.
Yeah,
my
man.
first
Wow.
introduction to her. Like,
But
Yeah, man.
so before we get out of here, one tape, I think we got to give the people what they want in terms of how we feel about ranking all the Spider-Man movies, and also our favorite Spider-Man. And I'll go first because I've been told y'all Tom Holland is my favorite Spider-Man. He's number one, and then of course Tobey Maguire's number two. Andrew Garfield is 3.
God.
In my list of Spider-Mans. So Larry, what's your list of Spider-Man so far?
My favorite one is the Miles Morales one.
Well, you can't count him yet. You can't count.
Why not?
He's not in MCU yet.
Live action, Larry.
Yeah, live action, Larry. But I mean, I feel where you're going because that is probably the best Spider-Man movie, but not in the MCU. It's just not in the MCU.
You have to come back to me. I need to think about that for a minute.
Man,
I need to think about that for a minute.
Put you on the spot.
Hey, that's what I'm supposed to do. Okay, well, let me go back then. Well, y'all think about that. I want y'all to think about all the Spider-Man movies you've seen, the ones with Andrew, the ones with Tobey, and the ones we've seen with Tom Holland. What are your 2 top ones? For me, definitely this one. This is my number 1 Spider-Man movie. And number 2 would be Spider-Man 2. Those are my top 2.
Okay. Man, that Andrew Garfield had a scene in this movie, man, that really getting to me. That's really
and it make you think about him differently. No matter how much you didn't like his movies, if you didn't, it make you look at him totally different.
I thought he was always to me. I still think he's the best actor out of the 3.
Really?
As far as just like acting, like across everything.
Okay.
But man,
and I can agree to that, but Tom Holland just kind of has this new.
You got the Spider-Man, the Spider-Man / Peter Parker. I feel like he's the best blend.
He has that swag. Not only he's got that swag, and he's kind of got the swag for what this generation is looking for in that character. So that's why I got to give it to him number 1.
I really like him. Like I really liked him when when he was in Civil War. I was just like his whole vibe, the way he was because he was such a kid. And it was like it was even one of those scenes. I think when Iron Man was talking to Cap or something, was like, how old is he? He was like, I don't know, young. I like his whole vibe, but I think my favorite one is probably just the Spider-Man, the first one with Tobey Maguire, because I loved not even because of Tobey Maguire, but because I loved Kirsten Dunst and James Franco.
And you remember that kiss? You remember that kiss he did upside down?
Upside down in the alley? That was dope. Yeah. He pulled his mask down just enough,
I just watched it before I went saw this. I'm gonna have to go. I think No Way Home was probably my favorite, but my second favorite is Spider-Man 1. Partially because of the reason you said, but also Willem Dafoe. I think he's incredible.
I like him too, man. I like him too. Yeah. That dude, and he steals the show as kind of one of the villains in this thing. But Jamie Foxx did good too. Jamie Foxx.
This is the Jamie Foxx you needed. Jamie Foxx with swagger.
Thank you.
Let Jamie Foxx have his swagger.
Thank you.
But Jamie Foxx mentioned, he said, I have to talk about it. Lamont,
go ahead.
I'm sorry.
You got to.
It was a moment where Jamie Foxx was talking to Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man. He just like, man, I was just looking at Spider-Man. I'm like, man, you from Queens. You save poor people. I just knew you were black. He said, bro. That guy.
Oh, man.
That guy. He said, man, you got to be a black Spider-Man out there somewhere. I said, oh, man. That was
and that was a nod to Miles Morales and them going Into the Spider-Verse movie. For real.
Yes.
Oh, man.
So this wasn't Into the Spider-Verse as much as this was a multiverse movie. Mm-hmm. But after the success of this, good and well we getting the Spider-Verse movie. Good and well we getting all elements of that.
I want to see them back together. We have to. Like
we got to. And not only that, but then we really need to see the real Sinister Six. We need Rhino. We need Kingpin involved too.
Did you see the people coming through the multiverse?
I saw it.
Yeah,
I saw that.
I can't wait till we actually get like a like to see it on like DVD or on like digital, so we can pause it. Because I caught two people. I caught Craven the Hunter, and I caught Rhino.
I want to say I caught Morbius. It looked like, because I saw ears and it looked like it was teeth in one of them. But they clearly was trying to show you Rhino.
He was.
They clearly was trying to show you that.
Yeah.
But they kept flashing so quick, I couldn't really.
On it down, like, man, come on.
Come on, man. And if Larry find a bootleg copy, I'm gonna ask him to send it to me so I can do some videos with it. I'm gonna freeze frame that damn thing.
For sure.
For sure, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're gonna go to the movie, I encourage you to wear a K95 mask up. The movie is outstanding. Would you say this is the best Spider-Man movie so far in one take?
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. It's like, even I can't help but think like where I put it on like my MCU films. I think it's top 5 for me.
Really?
Somebody finna get bumped out the way.
Now, see, that's where you got me thinking, because it's really, really good, but I do got some qualms with it now. I mean, it's a good movie. I do have some qualms. Here's some of my qualms. It was rather long. They have some slow down sections, but they're not bad slow down sections. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry I'm gonna spoil this. Daredevil is in the movie. I'm sorry. I just got to spoil. I'm sorry. So, but he's not going to be Daredevil. He's not going to play the role of Daredevil. He's actually going to play his alter ego. But that's all I'm going to tell you. But Daredevil got introduced in the MCU.
Quick,
it's the same Daredevil from Daredevil on Netflix.
Yeah, they didn't take long to introduce him in the movie.
And he actually done something that let Spider-Man know he's a hero.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We see. I think I do understand I got a couple qualms. To me, it was a bit convoluted or a bit messy at the beginning.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree.
I feel like once it finally like narrowed down and like we understood what was happening, then like it was smooth sailing from there on out. But it started
the bridge scene is when it all started taking off. I got it. One take. I got it down pat, man. When he went to save that black woman who was the professor, who was the president of MIT, that's when this thing took off, Larry.
Yeah, and that's what I liked. Because it's like, it's just something simple. Like, you don't mess up your friend's chance of getting to college just because they're associated with you. I'm like, he just give him a second chance. It don't even matter about me. Just give him a second chance. They had nothing to do with it. I'm like, that's what I like,
Right. And for as slow as the first act was that we're complaining about, when they stuck Daredevil in there, that just made me jump up. That got my attention. That got me reinvested because I was starting to get a little low. And then when I saw him, Charlie Cox sitting there, I was like, oh, okay. I'm in attention now. And no, literally, I was like, oh, okay. I'm in attention now. And it's a good movie. It's got great concepts. They actually play some of the music from each one of the Spider-Man's movies. And they remixed them. So the score is great. You hear the tempo, the octaves going up and down as the action moves. Left and right, shifts up and down.
Man,
it's good, man.
I'm thinking back to that third act, man. When they finally got in sync with one another. Oh man, they did the little poke.
Oh,
wow.
This
I'm gonna have to go find one now. I'm still not going through. I'm gonna have to go find it tonight, though.
Well, you go looking for it and let me know when you find it so we can come back and talk about it again. Because people are going to be talking about this thing for at least 2 weeks. And there's going to be Easter egg videos, stuff like that. And I would love to talk to you guys about this thing one more time before I get missing. And I get missing Thursday. So if we're gonna do something, we got to do it Wednesday. So you guys let me know what's going on Wednesday night. We might have to make some things happen, man. But One Take, I appreciate you coming. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our big homie, the big homie, One Take. coming through. Be sure to subscribe to his channel. What reviews you got coming up, brother?
Man, you know what's crazy? I still haven't even done my Spider-Man review yet. So I watched it and I came home and I just sat. I didn't even. So I got that one coming out. I'm probably gonna go straight to a spoiler review since today's already Friday. I'm probably gonna post a review to tomorrow. I'm watching The Witcher right now, season 2. So I'll probably have.
Oh, when did that come out?
When did it come out?
It came out today.
Oh, up all night.
Oh, Lord.
Man.
Yeah.
And they dropped
all night.
And they dropped the whole season.
Yeah, 8 episodes. I'm getting through it now.
Oh man.
See, that's
Henry Cavill's back with his wig. He's back with his wig.
Yeah. And I'm liking the way this was starting off more than I did last season too.
Okay, because last season started out kind of little.
It was weird the way they had the order going. I'm like, man,
yeah.
We're 1,000 years in the past, and this one we in the present. I don't know what.
I had to go back and watch a couple episodes again because I was like, I was like, I'm not following something here.
Yeah,
I was about to go to GameStop and get the games and play it. I was like, wait a minute.
It ain't quite like the game, bro.
No,
I played them games. It ain't quite like the game.
But this was starting off like great. Like,
okay.
Nice.
How many episodes you done seen so far?
I've seen 2.5.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, we might have to rock out on Delton by next week too, man. So,
yeah.
I want to know when they're gonna make a live action of Castlevania. I want to know when they're gonna do that.
Oh my Lord! Now see, that TV show, that show was very similar to the video game. And I got all the Castlevania video games, so I done watched all. Netflix did a damn good job.
They did. I want to know when they're gonna do a live action version of that. That would be dope.
Show was incredible. That show right there was incredible.
I would love to see that, and I would love to know how you make that happen, because you can incorporate martial arts all into the thing. You can incorporate the lure of vampires, Transylvania. Oh my Lord, have mercy.
Yeah, there's a lot you can do with that. For real.
Have either one of you watched Hit Monkey on Hulu?
Man, for some reason, something's wrong with my Hulu. I tried to watch it the other night. Every time I tried, it's like, this is not on your current, I don't know, plan or something. And I checked myself, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to like get some help or something. Hit the help desk or something, because I don't know what's going on. Hey, Trip, I'm paying. You get my money. So we got to say. Also, Lamont, man, we're gonna have to talk about Young Justice at some point in time.
We do, man.
We're gonna have to talk about Young Justice at some point in time. Because this magic they got going with Naboo and Vandal Savage and the child, bro. Come on.
And like the way that this season has been going through all these storylines. And it hasn't felt rushed either. I mean, it's and I'm telling you, Superboy ain't dead. He's not. He's not. He can't be.
Listen, don't forget. Remember I told you at the end of that episode, we saw the Legion sitting on that bench. Superboy was nowhere to be found, man.
That's true. I don't want him to die, man. Damn it. I just don't want it to happen, man. That's why I'm kind of scared to talk about it. When the season's over, we got to talk about it.
Yeah.
We're going to have to make it happen, man. When the season's over, we got to, because this has been one of their best seasons. It has been a great season.
Yeah,
so,
they really giving character time and fleshing out other characters.
Yes, and it makes you see what they could do on screen if they decide to use magic. Hell, I mean, I know they watching Doctor Strange on Spiderman. DC got way better magicians than what the MCU has, and come on,
better.
Larry, I'm telling you, I better not get close to $300-400 million, because there's going to be some stories told.
You say DC has anything better? I'm like,
man,
I don't know.
Doctor Strange compared to Dr. Fate is
Dr. Fate is not nothing. It's nothing.
They're better than Wanda.
Yes.
Better than Agatha.
When Dr. Fate put that helmet on, you're done.
It's a wrap.
You're done.
It's a wrap.
I mean, Superman's in trouble almost. You're done.
Yeah.
You're done. I'm
Okay.
sorry, Larry. We're telling you. But anyway, Larry, tell us what you got going on your channel. What the people can expect from you.
Oh yeah, man! I got some new videos coming out because I have some new toys. I have the new iPhone. I have the iPhone 13 Pro. So I know it's been out for a quick minute, but you know I just got mine today, so I'm about to work on that. I have the new GoPro Hero 10 that just came in, so I'm working on that. I have the new Canon R5, so I'm working on that. So I have some good tech goodies that are here. That I need to hurry up and get some videos made and get up. So we'll see. I'm doing a lot. I've been pumping out stuff like 2-3 videos a day. You know,
I know. I
as the
seen
holidays
that.
ramped up.
I'm
So
putting in that work. I'm saying.
yeah,
I was like, dude, drop a video at noon, then he drop another one like 6 o'clock. Damn, dude. my man on that college schedule.
you know, man. Except it's not as easy when you get a little bit older. You know,
no, it's
that
not,
college
man.
schedule is for college age people.
Bruh. I'm telling you, man.
I have some good tech though, so I'm excited. I have a lot of stuff that's gonna be fun to play with and use throughout, not just for the review, but it's gonna be fun to have it in general. So
yeah, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna try to get back with these gentlemen Wednesday if their schedule fits, because I'm gonna be going Thursday. I'm gonna be hitting the road. The baby's ready to go ride. I'm hitting that road. So,
you got to Wednesday night.
Wednesday.
I'm holding you to it. Wednesday
Okay.
night. We got to talk about this season finale. We
We
do all
do.
these other episodes.
We
finale.
do. So so at the as long as Larry will show up, I'm here Wednesday night because we got to talk about
all right.
it.
We'll see what I can, because I'm supposed to be leaving on Monday, which means I should be there by Wednesday. We're driving.
So you leaving Monday.
Yeah, we're supposed to leave on Monday. We'll see. I don't know yet. We'll see. We're supposed to leave on Monday. If we do, we should be there like Tuesday night. So I should be good for Wednesday.
Okay, cool.
And my niece is gonna make sure I watch the finale because she loves Hawkeye, man. She is fired up.
Hey, look,
she is fired up for this
Larry,
show.
It's a good one, man. It is that show. I'm glad B. Avery made me watch it because I literally I was not gonna watch it. I was like, man, I'm tired. I know. I love it. And
it is good.
It
is really good. I still think my favorite show of all the Marvel shows so far, and y'all probably gonna laugh at me, I still think it's WandaVision. Because I had no clue what to expect. Absolutely no clue. And I was so pleasantly surprised by that show. I was like, this is just a lot of fun. It was just flat out. And I love the way they started with it was sort of silly and slapstick. And then it started to continually get darker and darker and darker. And then it just had that big fight there in the sky. And then they ended with, her up there basically doing what she's doing out the cabin while the other version of her sitting up there just hovering, just reading the book. I was like, oh, this is some off the chain stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that's my favorite one so far, at least until they come out with the Wakanda series.
I like that one. And I'm like you, I didn't know what to expect. And in the beginning, when a lot of people didn't like the way they did the whole black and white, I was okay with it because I knew it wasn't going to stay like that. And you didn't really see people getting into the series till about episode 3, and that's when people was really starting to, I like it now. But I can't put it higher than Hawkeye. Hawkeye quenches all my comic book thirst. Like Wanda checked a few boxes, but Hawkeye is pretty much checking all of them. I wish there was a little bit more mythology in it, but I'm not expecting that because it's Hawkeye. Wanda,
and I think I like more grounded stories anyway too. I think that's why I've been leaning more towards Hawkeye as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the battle
I love that scene when he stopped and he took his earpiece out and he was like, Natasha, I need to talk to you. I was like, oh man. I was so hoping that Yelena was somewhere in the background, just stalking him and saw that. I was just hoping she was watching that and it was like conflicted. I was hoping that she was watching that and then stepped away and decided not to attack him right then. But
I think that would have made the scene better for sure.
And I thought that it was going to happen because did you see the way the camera angle kept panning in front of his face, but just below, as if someone was on the ledge on the building behind him or something. So I'm sitting here waiting for an arrow or electric something to just shoot him in the neck and nothing happened. I'm
Nothing.
literally
I was
sitting up there
man,
like, who about to
wasted
get him?
opportunity.
Yeah. That'd be good.
Yeah, man. But ladies and gentlemen, we are for sure, since the fellas have said it, they done put their feet on my throat. We coming back Wednesday. we coming back Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Our pre-Christmas show to break down Hawkeye. That's going to do it for us tonight. Subscribe to these gentlemen's channels. They will thoroughly keep you entertained. And until that next Sex is Hell video, which will be with my wife on Sunday, I'll see you.
Peace.
Peace.